Some have asked me to show sizing of rings. Here I have a sapphire and diamond ring, and they wanted to size this up from 6 3/4 to 8 1/4. So I've already cut it up. I've evened up the sizing area. I'm just going to solder this flush on both sides. Some like to cut angles on this, then fit a wedge in there. They feel that it holds together better. I don't have a problem with what I'm doing here. So in choosing metal, okay, this is 1.57 millimeters thick. My piece of metal that I'm going to be putting in here is 1.84 millimeters thick. The width of this is 1.94. and the width of this is 2.16. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to get a hold of my cutters here, and I'm going to hold on to this piece of metal, and I'm going to cut this, file this so that it is flat. So that's what I'm doing. I'm filing it flat, so I have a nice even surface. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my millimeter gauge and I'm going to go ahead and measure this right here. So that's 4.27 millimeters. You don't really need a millimeter size. You just need to be able to lock them so that you can scribe a line on here. So that's what I've done. Now I'm going to come in here with my pair of cutters, and I am going to go ahead and cut this. So now I'm going to take my file. So I've cut that, and now it's going to see how this slides right in here. See how that goes right in there? Nice fit. So I'm making sure that it lines up properly, and that's good. So I'm going to take my third arm, get a hold of it. If you notice, I didn't even put the whole thing in alcohol and borax because I don't need that. So I'm only going to discolor the very back of the ring. Now I'm going to get some 18 karat white gold solder. This is hard. So I'm going to get a piece of hard solder here. I'm just going to come right in here and solder that just like that. Get another piece of white gold solder. And now that's soldered. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this cool off. Forgive the sirens, they add special effect. Now I'm going to get, for the other ring, which is going to go smaller, we see we have a 7 3/4, and my job wants it. Job card says that we're going to make this a 5.75. So I basically start here and I go 1.5. What did I say? I said 5.75? 5.75, excuse me. So it's exactly 2 sizes I'm going to pull out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mandrel. You see how I have all the numbers there. I'm going to pull 2 sizes out. So I'm going to go ahead and get my dividers exactly on 2 sizes. Now I'm going to take my ring in the back. I'm holding this down, and I'm going to scribe this. There we go. So once again, some will use a saw. I don't. I just go ahead and cut this after a while you get to know how to do this fairly easy. So there's my piece of metal. Now I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to file this, like that, and file this like that. Now this is two sizes, and if you notice I have diamonds right here. They will most likely come loose. So I'm going to start this, bending this very carefully. I'm bending it up in the diamond area a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to force it to bend down here. I have enough room to get these pliers on it. So I'm going to do that. These 3-prong pliers, which allow you to get it closer. Now, it's still not all the way, but what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and put this, actually I'm going to hold it from the bottom in the setting, and I'm going to go ahead and check to make sure that everything is still paralleling. That makes it better right there. Now, I need a piece of 18 karat white gold solder. Let's see, I gotta get a piece here. There it is. So I'm going to get a piece of solder. I'm going to cut some pieces here. So you notice I just go like this and hold my finger to the end. And I've cut the solder. Now I'm going to put them here on my block in the 18 karat white gold hard solder area. And now I'm going to get moving on this. So I'm going to okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to get a piece of 18 karat white gold hard solder. I'm going to put it on the soldering joint just like that. Now I'm taking a pair of pliers just like this. I'm coming up around on each side and I'm checking the line up to see how it fits. And there it's soldered just like that. So when you look at it, you can see it's perfectly soldered that way and that way.